Howdy folks, I'm Keith Bowen. This is Hard Rock University, and this afternoon I'm doing the claim maintenance, going around checking the monuments, making sure they're all up to spec, etc. So follow me in. Let's head out. Found the location, and this is that tape you use for air conditioning and heating ducts.
Are you putting it on the right end? Because this end doesn't look like it was drilled for that post, for that stake.
It's not?
Oh, okay. I couldn't see that from here.
Yep. We're writing with a ballpoint pen. You can, on aluminum, you can make a mark that will be legible decades from now. And then to make sure the aluminum stays on the post, take a couple of, where did I put this in? Right there. Couple of roofing nails. A big framing hammer is useful for this. And then go ahead and stack some rocks. To help stabilize it. There we have a nice durable monument. Come on. Okay. Be that way. Depending on how many rocks you have and what shape they are, you can spend as much time you want on this as you want. That can get eaten by termites, weathered, burned in a forest fire. The bigger the pile of rocks, the easier it is to find. And here's a rebuilt monument here. All there was a pile of rocks. So this is going to take a little longer than I anticipated, but that's okay. That's my job. This is anything but stable here. I'm up on another mountainside here, getting some samples. There's another dump down there. I'm gonna sample when I get down there. The truck's up the road there. Even I walked down this ridge for about a half a mile. There's this working on the hill here, and I have no idea how well the camcorder is going to be able to see in there, but it goes down pretty vertical here, and high iron vein, that's for sure. I'm kind of guessing this is what they think is more the ore, and this is more of the waste. So I'm going to get a sample here and then head down the way. Eva's kind of tuckered, her knee's starting to hurt, so she's over there. She's going to start working her way down that way, and I'll angle across here and meet her. So let me get a sample of this stuff, pick up Eva, and get down to the road. I just want to show you an interesting telltale. You look over there, you see that band of trees that goes along there? Now, if there was trees on top of the hills and then just an edge at the bottom, you'd think that was probably caused by logging. But you'll notice it's got a different texture, and it's literally a band of trees. Now that's probably because there's some kind of geological structure under there that changes the porosity or the chemistry of the soil. And that can be very useful. If there was a mine, say, sitting over there, then you might want to look over there or over there. But there is clearly some kind of geological structure that runs through there. So here we are at the end of that band. You can see there's a texture difference too. The seed looks different. When you go past, it goes smooth, and then when you get to these again, textural difference again. Different rock types. Now this is an old, not an old mine, but this is a limestone mine mainly here. But look at that structure over there, hillside, that you can easily pick out by the lack of vegetation on some thing. Now that shows you that the geology is changing dramatically, and you got stuff the trees like and stuff the trees don't, and it's easy to pick it out. So we're out here in the boonies. Here's obviously a dump, but makes you wonder where it came from. This hole here clearly does not have the volume that it would take to make up this dump. That direction there is another trench going side to side. And by the way, that is snow in mid-April here. Pretty view. And back up this way, about another 100 feet or so, is another trench that goes that way. And it goes. Okay, here we are. Now this is claimed, so we're just looking here. But there you can clearly see the structure, or the lack of it rather. I mean, it's not a clearly defined vein. You can tell exactly where they were digging and what they wanted. And there's another one over there. And if we come around this way, another hole. There's a material that was, I think that bright yellow material might be essentially ore, hard to tell. And there we are again. They're mining that structure, 1 to 3 feet wide, matches the records basically. Here you can see at least 2 structures they were after, but they're more like breccia zones rather than a real vein. The earth moved, broke the rock, and solutions kind of filled the little cracks and stuff, but it's not like a regular vein like you might see. The records on this were pretty good though. So just because it looks like a mess doesn't mean it's not good. And then one can presume that if one goes this direction, you'll probably find more workings too. Like that looks like a dump down there. And there we got some rock piles. Looks like they were placer mining the bench here or something. Those are not rounded river cobbles, so it's more likely kind of residual placers. You know, hard rock that's just decaying in place. So that's interesting from a hard rock standpoint. So just a little something out in the field here. Happy prospecting and keep it safe out there.